Hello guys, welcome to the Riding with Robbie channel. So a series I've really wanted to add to the channel for a long time is bike flipping. It's something I used to do quite a bit of, buying old bikes, fixing them up and selling them on for a better life or just to make a little bit of money. So I saw on Facebook Marketplace there was a Dawes Horizon for sale, which was really good value for money. So me and Ivy are heading out today to go and buy it. Come along with us, let's go. This really is in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Yeah, I'm a bit lost. It was meant to be like 20 minutes from my house, which it is, but it is in the middle of nowhere. So, let's find it. So the bike is collected and yeah, it looks pretty good. I paid 35 quid for it. I did bath the lady down a little bit. It does need a fair amount of work. To what extent, I do not know until I get home and have a look. But before that, me and Ivy decided we would come for a walk to stretch the legs, and we're passing a really cool place for a walk called Shoulder Moor, so why not? Hello guys, so we're back. So the Dawes Horizon. So it's been a few days since I picked this up. What I did when I got home was I had a quick look over it and ordered the parts that I knew it was going to need. But this is my first kind of proper check of the bike itself. The first thing to note is the tyres are destroyed. They're ripped, they're perished. So I ordered some new tyres and some new inner tubes to change them over. Next thing is the chain. That is super rusty. Not a little bit rusty, super rusty. And on top of that, the bar tape, I thought maybe I could unravel it and rethread it, but nah, that's just splitting. That's awful as well. So I ordered all those bits. A couple of the problems that I've just noticed is the mudguard's a little bit broken. I think that might be me trying to fit it in the back of the Mini, but apart from that, it looks pretty good. The rear brake isn't so good, so maybe a new inner and outer cable. Shifting seems to work okay, but until I ride it properly, then we're not going to know. So let's work on it today. Probably tell it's a little bit cold in this garage. -3. I know. Right, so let's crack on. So the first thing I'm going to do is break the chain and get that changed over. So I was going to order a cassette as well, but that one doesn't look in too bad a condition. So I'm hoping when I put a new chain on and then maybe de-rust the rear cassette, they'll bond together well. If when I test ride it slips, then it will need a new cassette. But on a bike of this age, it's roughly about 10 to 15 quid. So it's pretty cheap. But if I can get away with not replacing it, then I will. So the new chain's on, and yeah, that's much better than it was before. What's really interesting is the gears are still perfectly indexed. So although these are down tube shifters, which typically are friction, so you kind of select the gear when you feel it's in right, these are actually indexed, which is very cool. And they shift so smoothly and crisply. I'm really impressed by this, by the way. Anyway, next, let's get straight on with the next job and do the wheels and tyres. My hands are so cold. I'm not looking forward to this one. So guys, tyres are done and they look sick. Really happy with them. So with a bike like this, you really can make the choice to either try and make it look more modern to fit in with bikes that you might buy these days, or you can stick with the classic and keep it true to what it is. That's exactly what I've done. Gone with gumwall tyres to keep this bike looking as classic and as classy as possible. Now, bar tape. So I need to do the bar tape now, but I'm not satisfied with how the rear brake is working. So I'll get all the bar tape off. I'm going to take out this cable in and out and replace it. Then rebar tape up again, just to make sure that everything is working as good as it can be. So that's that done, guys. Took me a little bit longer than I wanted it to. Caused myself a few issues with the brake cable that I could have avoided if I hadn't been rushing so much. But it's done. Bar tape looks awesome. I think it is time to give this bike a nice clean and a little bit of a test, I reckon. So this is it, done and dusted. I'm super happy with how this bike turned out. Not only does it look absolutely awesome, but it rides it too. I don't want to go too far today as it's a little bit icy, but in general, shift's perfect, brake's great, and it's just an absolute pleasure to ride. Honestly, it'd be a shame to see it go, but it's now time to get it out for sale. So all in, it owes me about 60 quid, and I'll probably put it up for 150 and let whoever busts me down to, 120 or something like that. So we'll start with Facebook Marketplace, get it on eBay as well, also with the option to have a courier deliver it, because that's always a really big bonus when selling bikes. And yeah. Hey guys, so it's been about 4 or 5 days since I finished doing up the Dawes Horizon. And I got a message last night of a guy saying he wanted to come and have a look. So he's on his way now. Hopefully we can sell it. I have dropped the price heavily over the past few days down to 120. So providing I get over 60 to make some profit, then I'll be pretty happy with that. But we'll see how we get on. We will see. It actually rides excellently. I don't want to let it go. It's my size. Maybe I keep this one, maybe I cancel him. No, I love it. No, eyes on the prize, Rob. You have to sell this bike. Because I want to make kind of, not a business out of cycle porn, but I do want to make a bit of money to buy myself something special one day with it. And I don't want to have like 20 bikes in my garage over the next month. Hello guys, so me and Ivy wanted to update you on the Dawes Horizon. So in the last scene, we were just waiting for someone to come round. So the guy comes round and he falls in love with the bike, and I can see why. The Dawes was a beautiful bike. It was such good condition, especially for its age. It rode like a brand new bike and it just looked super cool. So anyway, he came round and he offered me 120, which I happily accepted. So the bike all in cost me £60, and in total I made £60 selling it for 120. So it's kind of the first bike on the Bike Porn channel. And yeah, we're really happy with the result of that. Since that video's been getting made, I've actually bought another 4 or 5 bikes, haven't we? Yeah, been on loads of adventures to get them. And those videos will be coming out soon. So make sure to subscribe, guys. Thanks for following the journey. And if you want to ask me the question, should you start flipping bikes? Why not do it? What do you think, guys? Think people should start selling bikes? Yeah? Giving life to old bikes? I think so. Yeah, cool. Anyway, guys, stay cool. Again, subscribe.